Crowd gathering in downtown Lincoln in a nationwide movement called No Kings. It's aimed at pushing back on President Donald Trump and the policies of his administration. 1011's Darsha Dodge took to the streets with those demonstrators and joins me in studio with more on what she saw and what people were saying. Darsha.
Yeah, Brandon, this morning's peaceful protest garnered somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 attendees, lining the streets from the intersection of 10th and O all the way down O Street to 17th. Now, more than 1,800 such protests took place in cities across America. And for Lincolnites I spoke to, the message is clear: support immigrants, not fascism.
No pigs! No pigs!
People are fed up with Donald Trump and with the regime that is authoritarian and not following the Constitution.
Donald Trump has got to go!
I am here to protest the fascist tendencies of our current administration.
Downtown Lincoln, packed Saturday morning as upwards of 2,000 people gathered to express their displeasure with the Trump administration.
I feel that the rule of law is being degraded. I feel that the country is headed in a really authoritarian direction.
The No Kings protest is just that, a pushback against perceived government overreach.
We've never been this close to having a totalitarian monarch in our country.
Please read the Constitution and follow the Constitution and keep democracy.
Sisters Amanda and Jamie Palmer bringing photos of their grandfather, a World War II veteran, saying this is not what he fought for.
I think he'd be alarmed. I think he'd be confused that he went through all of that only to see this happening in our own country.
And if we don't stop it now, it's going to continue to get worse.
Event organizer Carrie Nesbitt conveying support for America's immigrant population and asking Trump to stand up to the Constitution.
I'm so pleased with Lincoln. Lincolnites know what's right, and we all want fairness for everyone.
Crystal Avalos traveling from Crete to protest, saying the recent ICE raids and deportations are sad and discouraging.
Right now, if you're still supporting that man in the White House, I feel like all this education, you're really, your ignorance is showing because you're not willing to learn anything and be educated.
Democracy and liberty is one of those things that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. And this is us being vigilant.
Just a note, Brandon, I was walking around downtown for 3 hours during today's protest. I saw no counter-protesters or violence of any kind. All of the protesters were peaceful, and it was quite interesting to see the age and race diversity, with everyone from babies to the elderly coming out for support. Brandon, back over to you.
Thank you for that story, Darsha. Another protest being labeled as the Power of the People taking place later in the day in Lincoln. A march started at 5:30 p.m., starting from 10th and O streets, going to 27th and O. Our reporter on scene says around 100 to 150 people were a part of this protest. This movement, organizers say, are supporting the abolishment of ICE as well as ending deportation and protecting LGBTQ rights and women's rights.